Excited? It's been too long. It's been too long. What is going on, everybody? RogersBase here with my first One Piece stream of the year. My live reaction and review discussion for One Piece manga chapter 1037. People have said this is an incredible chapter. The chapter was trending a couple days ago. Obviously, I've been very busy this past couple days doing lots of different reactions. If you haven't already seen, a couple days ago I did a full live reaction stream for JoJo Part 4 on Twitch. That got uploaded to the VOD channel. Then I did a full live reaction to the first half of the first part of the season for Ranking of Kings, which is turning out to be one of my favorite anime in years. That is also on the VOD channel. And then in addition to that, I was playing some games. I did the One Chip Challenge on Shofu's stream, but we are back with a One Piece live reaction stream. So no more delay. Let's get right into this. And thank you, by the way, to Aaron for becoming a member, or re-upping becoming a member for 22 months. Unbelievable. All right, here we are. One Piece manga chapter 1037. Let's go. Have I tried Sprite Cranberry? I've had Sprite Cranberry a couple times before. Yeah, I have. It was pretty good. All right. 1037, One Piece. This one is called Drunken Dragon Bagua. Germa Double Six's Emotionless Excursion. I literally forgot that we've got a Germa cover story now. I completely forgot about that. It's been so long that I forgot that Germa's on the cover. But this is good. So we got Reiju, Ichiji, Judge. This is great. Niji nowhere to be seen. That's what I like to see. Niji and Yonji out of here. Get the good three here. That's great. All right, here we are. Flower Capital Wano. You had too much to drink. Too much. It's the only day of the year I can get drunk. The rest of the time, it's just pain. What is up with that poor guy? Living in this country is hell. Hear that, Orochi? Shh, shut up, shut up. You never know what officials might be listening. The festival's reaching its end. I see them preparing the skyboats. Now, to write a wish to our dearly departed ancestors. I hope they make it come true. I'm sure they will. Okay. People are all partying. We've got that, what appears to be like a Toki float or something over there too. I want to see morning. That is, yikes. That is a sad wish. I want to see morning. Oh, no. Okay, the paintbrush was covering it. I think it says, I want to see mommy, is what it says. It looked like morning to me from here though. And I was like, geez, that's kind of brutal. No, it says mommy. You're right. It's just the way his hand's covering it. You're right. I want lots of, what is that, beer? I hope I could feed my children. Some of these really are sad, though. Okay. Onigashima near the flower capital. All right. Crunch. Continuing Luffy versus Kaido. Very nice. That makes sense considering it's called Drunken Dragon Bagua. Show me that Drunken Rock Lee style infused with Kaido's fighting style. You'd love to see it. You know what? Bring Kimimaro in here. It's been too long. Come on, where's Kimimaro? Why are you drinking right now? Because I'm having fun. You want one too? Down below, they're having the fire festival in the city. Here, I've only got coffee right now, but I'll join you, Kaido, all right? It's the same day we have our big feast on Onigashima. The feast you and your friends so unceremoniously ruined. He's getting drunk. Oh, now he's just... he's full on drunk. That's... Well, all right. We were all wondering, how's Luffy going to beat Kaido? All right, maybe this is it. He gets too drunk. He gets alcohol poisoning. You're totally drunk. Just don't use that as an excuse for why I beat you. Got it? Boom. Don't be so stupid. I wouldn't make myself weaker. You see, it's a sign that I've accepted you. And he's still hiccuping and stuff and laughing. I wonder how long it's been since I fought someone who I could truly go toe-to-toe with. Drunken Dragon Bagua. And he's singing and laughing while he's doing it. Lightning Hammered. Ooh. Picking up the Kanabo, going hybrid mode. Whoa, slamming down Ragnarok. Boom. You see the electricity cracks coming off? Yo. Drunken Dragon Bagua, Lightning Hammer Ragnaroku. That is awesome. So it is like a Drunken Rock Lee thing then, yeah. Okay, so it's like, it's a power boost for him, which is then interesting if this is the direction Oda's going in, because if you remember in the beginning of the arc, when he was drunk and he was in his dragon form and Luffy hit him, people were like, the only reason that people was actually able to hit him was because he was drunk. But now it seems like he's accepted him. He's going all out. We'll see if the drinks actually help him. We'll see. Thank you, by the way, to King Taz for becoming a member and Rob Harley for re-upping his membership as well. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, here we go. Wow, Lightning Hammer Ragnaroku. All right. Oh, we're jumping away from this? Performance floor inside the... Oh, no, we're moving down? Wait, performance floor inside the dome. There's a huge crack in the roof. The first castle's on fire. Now the dome might collapse. Uh-oh. As fun as this might be, the castle and island are half destroyed already. They're useless to me now. I'm so miserable I can't even keep one castle intact. Man, that hurt. He's so tough, and you can see Luffy's bleeding. He's holding on to his head. I'll have to rebuild it, I guess. But it took 5 years to make it in the first place. And there's a little Oda box. It says, drowning in his sorrows. All right. I guess I was the one getting sloppy. I gave it everything I had. But I think it wasn't meant to be. He really is full-on drunk. Hiccuping, and you see the little drunken symbols, the little suns coming off of him. Oh, wow. This is a cool-looking panel. Dragon Twister Demolition Gust swirling around Luffy. Whoa! Slamming him. Stay away from me. He got tears in his beard. What? Just leave me alone, you idiot. He's literally messing with the Oda boxes. Drowning his sorrow, tears in his beer. Boo! 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 Slam it down. This is what happens to people who don't take a hint. Thunder! Yeah, I'm like Luffy. This is throwing me off. It's throwing me off too, buddy. Bah! He's gonna say Bagua. And Luffy's going, take this, while Kaido's just pouring tears down his face. He looks cool in that hybrid form there, though, with his tail slinking behind him. Okay, so Kaido slams the club. Luffy jumps on it. Take this, you drunk. Here we go. Jet pistol with his fist right into his face. Oh, that is going to be cool in the anime. The way he like flipped, it's almost like he's doing an homage to Sanji a little bit. Doesn't it look like that? Maybe I'm just used to, we've been seeing a lot of Sanji fight panels recently, so I guess I'm just used to seeing Sanji. But Luffy, look at this. Flip, kick, right into Kaido's face. Take this, you drunk. Foot snapping back. Kaido going back. Whoa! What? Putting another foot down. Oh, getting coiled up with his tail. And Kaido's still just crying. Oh, why are you messing up my party, bro? Hiccup. Meanwhile, see, but he gets back into it. So Luffy, there you go. Conqueror's Haki Headbutt. With Kaido, Conqueror's Haki Headbutt. You could see the electricity coming off the Conqueror's Haki, and they're not even touching. They're like right there. Clash of Yonko right here. Clash of Emperors. You love to see it. You love to see it. Yo, EOS Luffy is beating Mihawk free. All right, let's go. His Haki's getting stronger. Just when I'm finally good and drunk, you're going to sober me up. And now Kaido's in a drunken rage, shooting a hyper beam at him. Meanwhile, Luffy hopping up. Gum Gum. Rock. Kundali. Gatling. Oh, interesting. Okay. What is this? So, Kaido's swinging around in a tornado, looking up, and then oh! Dragon Swarm! Gomu Gomu no Red Rock Gatling is Luffy's. And Kundali Dragon Swarm is what Kaido's doing. And you get this awesome shot of Luffy going in with the Gatling with his giant fists with spikes on them. Oh no, oh no, wait, I'm seeing this wrong. It's Luffy's fist going in. That's the Kanabo. That's his club? Kundali Dragon Swarm. So he's just like, I don't even know what to call that. He's doing a tilt-a-whirl with the Kanabo. And they're both getting smacked. They're both getting smacked. You see some screams. You see the giant balls on the bottom representing the Kanabo and his fist. They're flying back. Wow, this is a heavy action Luffy Kaido chapter. Man, Kaido slamming back down again. Luffy, shoo, bobbing and weaving. Here we go. Luffy with his kicks again. What is up with his kicks this chapter? This is clean. This is clean. Luffy, oh man. I don't know what it is. When he kicks, I get hype. Going right into his chest. You see his little whiskers shooting out. Blood flying everywhere. Biting down. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. That's what I'm talking. Oh, let's go! Oh, baby. Oh, da. Oh, da. Oda Sensei, I wanna go home. Oda Sensei, I wanna go home. You know what I like to see. Give me a lore drop, la-dee-dee. You know what I wanna see. Show me the Gorosei, la-dee-dee. Sacred Marijoa red line. Sacred Marijoa red line. Come on, give me some info on the world, please, baby. This is what I like to see. This, I didn't think we were getting this until the end of the act. This is good. This year's reverie is simply accursed. Let it go already. Let it go. Just like Elsa. Come on. Come on, Mr. Gorosei. It is what is unfolding in Wano that makes matters pressing right now. Who could have imagined the battle would become this intense? Highest power in the world, 5 elders, Gorosei, let's go, baby. Give me the Lord Dump. I can't even speak right now. I tried saying world and then dump at the same time, and I said wump. Lord Wump. Look, give me the Lord Dump, please. It is 8 a.m. I've only had a half a cup of coffee and 3 strawberries, all right? Excuse me, Oda. Let's go. If we strike, it should be now. I presume we have Nico Robin in custody already. You presume wrong, idiot. When Kaido and Big Mom are involved in a fight, death could easily come for anyone, which makes it perfect cover to eliminate inconveniences. Meanwhile, at the sea near Wano, all ships remain nearby. Huh? What is it? There's a huge shadow up ahead. What is it? I don't know, an island? No, that's impossible. That fruit is only a legend now, even to us. It is not awakened for centuries upon centuries. Why would the world government bother to give that one specific devil fruit another name? Excuse me? Oh! Oh! Wait. It's to erase that fruit's name from the annals of history, isn't it? Wait. This is the end of the chapter? Stop, time out. That is impossible. That fruit is only a legend now, even to us. It is not awakened. It is not awakened for centuries upon centuries. Why would the world government bother to give that one specific devil fruit another name? It's to erase that fruit's name from the annals of history, and Zunisha showing up in Wano. Wait, at sea near Wano, the guy in the crow's nest is talking to the Gorosei, right? Or he's hearing all this, right? Or is that a different conversation going on at the same time? That's impossible. That fruit is only a legend up until now. Oh no, I think they are two different scenes. I don't think we're meant to look at that like... Well, I don't know. That's impossible. That fruit is only a legend now, even to us. It is not awakened for century. Because Zunisha isn't a devil fruit. Why would the world government bother to give that one specific devil fruit another name? Is to erase that fruit's name from the annals of history, isn't it? What? We already have... Wait. We already have an elephant fruit. We already have an elephant fruit. Funkfried's got it. Unless Funkfried died. What the heck is going on? What is going on? All right, first off, hold on. Wait a minute. There's a lot of stuff going on, chat. Wait, my chat is flying. Had to donate for that singing performance. Thank you. Thank you, money. Appreciate that. Thank you. And we've got... Billy said Oda is indeed giving us a massive lore dump. And Maxim, my guy Maxim, came through saying, I have been longing for a heavy action chapter around Luffy. Zunisha coming to Wano is hype. Do you think the legendary devil fruit is Zunisha's or is it Toki's? This would explain why it's a myth to even the Gorosei, as she jumped so far ahead through time and the fruit wasn't seen in the last 850 years. First off, Maxim, appreciate that massive donation. Holy mackerel. Coming in with the Camilla Beach Party. She ain't fat, bro. She's just a little thick. Let's go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wait a minute. My head is spinning right now. This review portion... Wait. Let me get to my... Hold on. There's a lot of stuff. Let me get to the review portion. I'm gonna do the review portion first. I had to shout out Maxim because that's a massive donation. Let me do the review portion first because I think it's gonna be shorter than normal because most of this is gonna be speculation. Okay, first off, this is a fire chapter to start the year. 9.5 out of 10, fantastic. I know I don't give review scores, whatever. This is fantastic. Fantastic, really good. Excellent action chapter with Luffy and Kaido. I like the whole lightning hammer Ragnarok thing. While Kaido's drunk, and you've got the play on that going with Luffy, it makes you question what happened at the beginning of the story arc. It's got excellent art, excellent animation with the fights, fluidity in the fights. It's awesome. So I love that. I love that. Then now, the performance floor is cracking. Two of them are still fighting. We got the Dragon Twister. I mean, in terms of things to break down in this chapter, it really comes down to these last two pages anyway. The Kundali Dragon Swarm thing is a phenomenal attack. I'm sure that'll look good in the anime. And I feel like, again, Luffy versus Kaido, excellent. I'm enjoying this. The choreography is good. But we got to talk about these last two pages. Because to me, this is the most important part of the chapter and the thing that's getting me the most excited. Because I feel like, and I said this in multiple other videos already, this isn't anything new. I like Wano, I do. I personally am not feeling the same fatigue for Wano that I felt at the end of Whole Cake Island. And again, I'm a week-to-week reader. I don't binge this stuff. So you got to take into consideration that I'm somebody who's just experiencing these chapters week to week. And I'm, basically taking from it what Oda gives me. And, Dressrosa towards the ending, Whole Cake towards the ending, getting kind of rough. For me personally, at least. Which is why I think I preferred stuff like Zoe and like Reverie, which are more self-contained, short arcs with lots of information, lots of fun stuff. Wano, I felt that fatigue a little bit setting in. The worst of it was in Act 2. In the middle of like the Big Mom Amnesia stuff. That was the worst of it. Once we got to Act 3, despite the fact that it's really long, I actually have really been enjoying myself overall. And I think the fatigue sort of starts to set in when we get to things that we've been around for a long time already. Things like seeing Kinemon and the rest of them again. It's like, okay, enough. We spent enough time with them. Luffy and Kaido, they fought twice already. So for me, it's exciting to see them fighting here, going all out in what I presume is going to be their final fight. But I will say that if Luffy loses here and then we have to get a fourth Luffy-Kaido fight, I think that's when fatigue is going to kick in. But I am taking this as this is the last fight between Luffy and Kaido. This is the one that's going to determine things, because now we're getting this information about the world. It's being paired with the stuff in Marijoa that, like I said, I wasn't expecting to see until the act break. So that's cool. But this stuff right here with the Gorosei, this stuff right here is why I'm still super interested in the end of this arc, and why I'm still completely invested. For one, for Zunisha to show up, this could go a number of different directions. This could go a number of different directions, because I'm thinking about something. One thing in particular, I'm thinking about something. Looking at Zunisha. Think about the very beginning of this story arc. The very beginning. Do you remember something that we were all talking about at I say this story arc, I mean Act 3 of Wano. Do you remember in the very beginning of Act 3, when they get to Onigashima, what was the one thing that all of us were speculating about and talking about that we still haven't seen yet? Chat, I will let you answer. Let me give you a little bit of time, but there's one big thing we were speculating about that we haven't seen yet. One big thing. Elias got it. Ding, 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 ding. Elias, you got it. The sword. The sword. Do you remember the giant sword at the entrance to Onigashima? There was this huge sword, and we were all like, oh, Kid's gonna use it against Big Mom, or Kid's gonna use it in some fight. We haven't seen Kid in a little while. Kid and Law are busy with Big Mom. They've awakened their devil fruits. He might not necessarily need that sword. I'm looking at Zunisha. I'm looking at that giant trunk. I'm looking at this fleet of government ships. And I'm thinking of that giant sword towards Onigashima. I'm wondering if Zunisha picks up their trunk, grabs the sword, and then just pulls a jack and wipes out everybody. Further solidifying, don't sleep on Jack, all right? Still Mammoth Boys all day. I'm here for the agenda, okay? I love Jack. He took L after L after L in this story arc, but I still love Jack, all right? The man took on 2 Marine admirals by himself, all right? So let's just say for a minute that Zunisha grabs the sword and slams down and wipes out this fleet. That throws all that stuff I was saying a couple weeks ago about Big Mom versus the world government out the window. Which then makes me go, okay, wait. Can Kid and Law actually beat Big Mom? Is she going down here? Is she not going to chase them to Elbaf? Are we actually entering the ending portion of the story? And you're right, Zunisha might not even need the sword. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about that and I'm like, I'm getting kind of hype. I'm getting kind of hype. So that's number one. Number two. Why would the world government bother to give that one specific devil fruit another name? I am assuming this is meant to be a red herring and people are supposed to think about Zunisha. Because I'll tell you right where my brain went, number one, the second I saw Zunisha and them talking about that. I will say right now. I know you already brought this up, Maxim, with Toki. I want to get to that. The first thing I'm thinking about, though, which was the first thing in my head, but I don't believe it, and I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't believe it either. So I'm actually going to negate the theory I'm going to throw out there, but I want to bring it up anyway. I'm going all over the place because this is hype. Okay. The first thing I thought, world government doing their experiments. We've got Punk Hazard, the stuff with the kids. Caesar Clown being hired to do gigantification stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, the world government wants giants on their side. And I'm thinking, have we seen a giant model Hito no Mi? Because if that's the case, and Zunisha was a elephant that ate a Hito no Mi model giant, right? That could explain how Zunisha is so huge, right? However, the thing that I'm saying to negate this theory is that if Zunisha had the devil fruit the Gorosei was talking about, Zunisha wouldn't be able to use the devil fruit because Zunisha's in water. Constantly. Zunisha's walking on the bottom of the ocean in water. Zunisha would be weak. Zunisha wouldn't be able to carry Zoe on her back. So that right there tells me, okay, they're not talking about Zunisha. But I think the casual reader if you're just going down, sitting down, reading this chapter, you're going through it, you're probably thinking, oh, what is this about Zunisha? But I don't think that's the case. I really, truly think there is something in regards to a different devil fruit. Because then this makes me think, bro, this is such a good chapter for a number of reasons. Because then this makes me think back to the Reverie arc. And the last time we saw these Gorosei and what they were talking about and who they were talking to, and thinking about what's coming this year, we got One Piece movie Red coming this year with Shanks. We're getting it this year. And then that makes me think, because who did we see in the act break? We saw Blackbeard. And then that makes me think, when Shanks went to the Gorosei and there's someone I need to talk to you about, and he tells him about Blackbeard, maybe somehow, some way, Shanks had information about Blackbeard's fruit, and the reason Blackbeard wanted the fruit so much was because the fruit, that specific fruit, the darkness fruit, actually went by a different name. And it wasn't the darkness fruit, and somehow Blackbeard knew, and that fruit was Uranus. And that is why it has not awakened in centuries upon centuries. Why would the government bother to give that one specific devil fruit a name? And this whole thing about them talking about Wano is a red herring. It's what's unfolding in Wano that makes matters pressing now. Who could have imagined the battle would become this intense? If we strike, it should be now. I presume Nico Robin's in custody. When Kaido and Big Mom are involved in a fight, death could easily come for anyone, which makes it the perfect cover to eliminate inconveniences. And then ... We don't see the rest of it. We cut to the Zoe scene. That's impossible. That fruit is only a legend now, even unto us. It is not awakened for centuries. Why would the world government bother to give that one specific devil fruit a name? Because then the other thing I'm thinking about, if they are talking about Wano, which I think would potentially upset some people, is if it's the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Because remember, we had Jinbei versus Who's Who. That fight happened earlier. And we got the information from Who's Who about the sun god Nika, and how Nika kind of looked like Luffy when he was dancing around in Skypiea, and the parallels between Joy Boy and Nika and all this other stuff. So then maybe they're talking about the Gomu Gomu no Mi. And that they're worried that Luffy's going to awaken his devil fruit in the fight against Kaido, and that the Gomu Gomu no Mi is not actually the Gomu Gomu no Mi, but something like Uranus, or something else related to the Ancient Kingdom. That is another option, I feel. But then the third option in my head, going off all of this, is what Maxim said in his donation, which is that what if they are talking about Toki? Because who do we have left still right now? We got Komurasaki chilling with Orochi. You got the two old ninja. Luffy versus Kaido. Cypher Pole looking for Robin against Apu. I think that's it. And then Big Mom versus Law and Kid. That's it. Those are the big five. So then I'm like, well, what could they be talking about? It is not awakened for centuries upon centuries. Why would the world government bother to give that specific devil fruit a name? I don't know. This could go a number of different ways. It could be Toki. It could be. That somehow, some way they found out that Toki used the devil fruit, maybe because her prophecy is coming true or something. I don't know. Oh, of course, yeah, you got Yamato and Tama still too. Right. And Momo. Because Momo's holding down the island. Yamato's there. You're right. And Tama as well. You're right. It is not awakened for centuries. Why would they specifically give that one specific devil fruit another name? Because I want to bring something else up, which maybe is how Oda's going to tie all this stuff in. I'm going to throw another theory out there. I brought this up months ago. I'm sure I'm not the only person who said this either. I brought this up months ago on stream. I think I even talked about this in a separate video. The idea that Luffy's Devil Fruit Awakening is somehow, some way, something that turns him into a giant, right? Because we already see him in Gear 3 creating these giant punches, right? We see him morphing his body in all these weird ways. There is a possibility in my head that if his Devil Fruit awakens, or he uses a Gear 5 or something, we could see a giant Luffy fighting against Kaido while controlling Zunisha. Because remember, Zunisha's got to be controlled. Momo and Luffy have been shown to control Zunisha at some point. So then I'm wondering how that's all going to come into play. And then if the Gomu Gomu no Mi was renamed, let's say the government renamed the Gomu Gomu no Mi. I know I'm bouncing all over. I apologize. I'm sure this is fun to watch, but I'm going all over the place. If the Gomu Gomu no Mi was actually a giant fruit, and that Luffy's discovering these powers, the only thing about that is that the giant fruit, it wouldn't make any sense for him to stretch his limbs like rubber and have the properties of rubber, is the only thing. Because giants aren't made of rubber. That's the only thing that's like keeping me away from this, because I like that idea based on what we've seen with the gears, that Luffy's fruit was actually a giant fruit, because that ties into all the stuff with the world government and them wanting the giants. Like, I like that idea, but I don't believe it. As I'm talking through it, I don't believe it. I don't think it could be that. I still think he could have a form, Gear 5 or an Awakening, where he becomes a giant Luffy. But then again, I don't know, because we got the giant straw hat that's in the bottom of Marijoa as well. I don't know. Because then, like, why do they want to kill Who's Who so bad regarding the Gomu Gomu no Mi? Why was Cypher Pole going after Who's Who, saying Who's Who can't leave alive after the stuff with Jinbei? I don't know where this is going, but I'm hype. I'm hype. I really don't know. All right, well, regardless, I think I've talked through my initial thoughts, my reaction, my review. Let's get into some speculation, because I know there are going to be some good theories to go over here, and I'm excited to see what people think. So let me actually scroll up. We're going to go one by one. I got to give shout outs to everybody who became a member during today's stream too. Hold on. Rob Harley re-upping his membership, King Taz re-upping his membership, RJW becoming a member, SATWIK becoming a member, Money saying had to donate for the singing, Billy saying massive lore dump, Bryant Brawler saying I just gotta say I loved your JoJo stream the other day, I was dying, Maxim super chatted, thank you once again Maxim for that incredible donation. Roberto becoming a member for 37 months saying, I think the elephant is in Wano, because if you look at one panel on the ships, they're in one direction, and another panel they're facing a different direction. I believe that it has a devil fruit. And then Junelle, becoming a member for 5 months, says, the Gorosei conversation got cut off. The latter part indicates there's a devil fruit that is an old name that changed, which the current Gorosei don't know. Seed fan super chatted and said, I actually think it's Luffy's. I think, literally talking about what I just talked about. I think it's a gigantification fruit. It explains the Who's Who thing along with Luffy's enlarged gear attacks. See, the only thing about that is the rubber capabilities, right? Because giants aren't made of rubber, is the only thing. I would understand if, like, he was able to just stretch his arms out and become bigger and morph his body in weird ways, because technically he's got all the extra skin of a giant. I would understand that. But he's got the properties of rubber, is the only thing that I think is working against that idea. You can max and minimize yourself by changing your proportions. Totally. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool to see that other people are sort of on my train of thought, though. Thank you, Seed Fan. Appreciate that. Mugiwara No Flash is saying the end of this chapter is going to live in my head rent-free for the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks! We got to wait 2 weeks for the next chapter. And Satwick super chatted and said, you missed my membership, RogersBase Love? I didn't miss your membership, Satwick. I mentioned you earlier. Satwick Nakama! Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Ethan White saying Wada can go another 2 years if it means lore dumps like this that we've been getting. That would be the only way I accept it. Otherwise, I don't agree with that. I don't want... Oda, please no Wano for 2 more years. I beg of you, okay? I'm liking this chapter, but I don't want 2 more years of Wano. Cool? Oda, we good? I don't want 2 more years. End it in 2022. I'm ready, okay? I appreciate the lore dumps. You can give me lore dumps in other areas. But we got to get out of Wano. So appreciate you. Peace and love. All right, anyway. Hassan super chatted saying, did you notice the ships are world government ships and not marine ships? Also, the fruit could be Kaido and Momo's awakening, calling Zunisha or Tama or something. I did notice the world government ships. They've been there for a while, though, because people were calling me out on that when I was calling them marine ships weeks ago, and they were like, no, these are specifically world government ships, and then when Cypherpole brought it up, I had mentioned it. So thank you very much, though, for letting me know so I could see it again. Deku Gamer saying, I think the arc fatigue hasn't been as heavy with Wano for you because Oda split up Wano in different mini arcs because he knew Wano would be long. Agreed. Carlos super chatted and said, Kaido's devil fruit is the copy of Momo's. We don't know Kaido and Momo's devil fruit name. Momo's devil fruit is Joy Boys, and that's why he felt like it could be Joy Boys? No. I'm going to say no. Because Momo's whole fruit was an experiment. It's a clone of Kaido's fruit. It's the reverse. I don't think it's the other way around. I see where your thought process was, but I'm going to say probably not on that. Probably not. But I'm not going to write everything off. You're fine. Saurus K said, not my theory, but I do like it, that Tama's fruit's real name is the slave fruit, and the previous user was awakened and ordered Zunisha to walk forever. Oh, okay. Because Tama's able to give the mochi balls to everybody and control people? That's an interesting take. Okay. I did not think Tama was going to come into this conversation as one of the people they were talking about. That would certainly be interesting, though. Wow. Satwick also super chatted and said, Act 3 ends with the defeat of Kaido, and Act 4 begins with the Marines and Kizaru. Hence why we have the Grand Fleet coming for the rescue. I mean, I'd be down for Act 4 being a focus with the Marines and maybe even Big Mom. That'd be cool. Seb is saying Oda's been hyping up Luffy's awakening. When Luffy's about to use his awakening, we cut back to the 5 Elders. End of chapter. Bro, see, this is... I mean, they could be talking about Luffy's fruit, right? Maybe we just need to remove the idea of the giant part out of it. That maybe the Gomu Gomu no Mi in some way... Well, you know what? Thinking back to Skypiea, how the rubber was God's natural enemy, Kami-Eneru, and then thinking back to the enemy of the gods, right, the celestial dragons, the gears are turning. Maybe it does have something to do with Nika and Luffy's devil fruit, and all this stuff is coming together, and it's just not in the way that we think. Wouldn't Luffy know the fruit's true name? Why would he? He's a kid who ate a devil fruit, and he just knows the name that Shanks gave it, or that Shanks told him, which was the Gomu Gomu no Mi. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wonder if Luffy inadvertently called Zunisha to Wano when he told Momo that he was fine and he'd defeat Kaido. Oh, that's an interesting take. I like that. And Dr. Dom said, do you think Luffy was... Oh, literally the same one over and over again. You both said the same question. Do you think Luffy accidentally called Zunisha when he was drowning and that's why he's here now? Interesting. Kami also says that the 5 Elders don't know that Zunisha appeared in Wano yet. The last ancient weapon, Toki or the Gum Gum, remember the world government said that they kept that fruit safe until Shanks stole it. +1 vote for Luffy's devil fruit from 2%, who just became a member as well. Thank you very much. Andrew McCarroll, thanks for becoming a member as well. Nakama, appreciate you, Mackerel. Brent Patterson super chatted and said, Luffy's gonna turn to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yo, shout out to Ghostbusters Afterlife, by the way. I watched that movie over the break and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it a lot. Kami said, there's a mini arc in the anime where Luffy becomes a giant with the help of a side character and he still has the properties of rubber. Right. But he keeps the properties of rubber because he is a rubber man. But that doesn't mean that the giants are made of rubber. You know where I'm going with that? Dance4 Live said, great reaction as always. The Gomu Gomu no Mi has been there since chapter 1, so why would they talk about it now? I really do think it's Zunisha. You know, the more we talk about it, the more I think it's not Zunisha or Luffy. And I'm going back to that theory I had in the very beginning of this video, talking about it being Blackbeard. And this relating to the conversation that Shanks had during the reverie, and all of this being a red herring. And them being worried that things are really going to change because Blackbeard's making his move on one side of the world while Wano is happening. Because their whole conversation, they're talking about the Emperor's falling. Who could have imagined the battle would become this intense? If we strike now, Robin's in custody. When Kaido and Big Mom are involved in a fight, death could easily come for anyone. Maybe they're still worried about the power structure falling. Right? And that if Big Mom and Kaido go down here, there's a power vacuum, and all that's left is Shanks, Luffy, and Blackbeard. I don't know. With Shanks being the mentor to Luffy, Shanks warning the Gorosei about Blackbeard, Shanks getting his own movie this year, and Blackbeard making his move in the act breaks. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. I really don't know. Let's keep reading. Aaron says, what if the Gum Gum Fruit's awakening is to inflate things? The prior user of the Gum Gum Fruit could have made Zunisha a giant by inflating them. Wait a minute. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Inflate, I think, is both the wrong and the right verb to use, though. Because he's not like an air fruit user. He's not using a helium fruit. But I do like the idea that Luffy, with the rubber powers, can basically make anything bigger. That he could stretch them. Because we've got Zunisha's super long legs, too. I kind of like that idea. That Luffy's awakening can create giants. Because that's good for a number of reasons. Because one, I think if Luffy's fruit itself was some type of special, like, power from the ancient kingdom that was, you know, that made him like the new, I mean, we all agree Luffy's probably going to be Joy Boy, right? So like, or he is Joy Boy already, or whatever. I don't like the idea that Luffy would then have some like all-powerful fruit that was destined to go to the next Joy Boy or something. But I do like the idea that the world government really wants this fruit because their whole thing is they're experimenting trying to create giants, and once you've awakened the rubber fruit, you can technically create giants by stretching things out. I really like that idea, and that works in line with what we saw with Doflamingo turning things into strings. Where I could see a world in which Luffy can not inflate, again, that's the wrong term, but like stretch things out, kind of in the same way he does with Gear 4 and Gear 3 and all this other stuff, where you see him blowing into things and they get bigger. I actually really, I think that's my favorite Luffy idea that's been brought up yet. I really like that idea, Aaron. That his fruit's awakening can inflate things or turn things into rubber. I like that a lot. I'm going to say that's my favorite one so far. I really like that. Because again, excuse me, I almost blew my voice out when I saw Zunisha earlier. I like that because again, it doesn't make Luffy's fruit itself broken or his powers broken, but it makes his awakening's power invaluable to the world government, which would explain why they would go out of their way to change the name of his devil fruit. Yeah, maybe like the expansion fruit. See, that's a better, because you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, I like the idea that his fruit is actually called the expansion fruit or something, because that would make sense if he's got the properties of rubber and why he can blow into his body. I like that a lot, actually. That the expansion fruit has the properties of rubber, but can make other things bigger. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. People are saying go to chapter 385. What volume is that in? What volume is chapter 385 in? Chapter 385, One Piece. Do you guys know? Volume, what? Volume 40. Give me a second. Volume 40. $46. Hold on. 36. Okay, this one. No, this one. Okay, here we go. 40. Volume 40. Volume 40 of One Piece right here. Okay. Chapter 385. Okay, 390. 384. 385. Where is this? There is a way. What page should I be looking at? What page should I be looking at in the volume? Don't bring that thing to me. The conversation with the devil fruits? This is when Khalifa and Kaku get their devil fruits. Take these. Don't bring these things near me. What are you upset about? If you possess those powers, it means a devil lives inside your body. If I got close to that fruit, a devil would jump out of it. So obviously, Jabber's being stupid. Grand Line scholars have already explained the conditions by which powers are conveyed. What you're talking about is an example of someone who ate too. His body fractured until there was nothing left of it and he died. That a devil lives in your body, a devil would jump out of it and start fighting with the devil inside of me? What you're talking about is an example of someone who ate too. His body fractured until there was nothing left of it and he died. Greedy fools destroyed themselves. If you think about the risk of just one fruit, you can imagine the curse incurred by consuming a second. Okay? Director, how did you get 2 devil fruits? Where did you find them? I have connections. Eat them for future battles. Grow stronger, CP9. But let me tell you one thing. Even I don't know what kind of devil lives inside them. It's not a fruit of this world. I sense a strange power, something like gravity. Wait, what? What? And they're not illustrated in the reference books. You learn the name of the fruit when you gain its power, but it's a gamble as to what kind of power you'll gain. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about this. You learn the name of the fruit when you gain its power, but it's a gamble as to what kind of power you'll gain. So somebody is out there lying. So it can't be Luffy, because Luffy thinks it's the Gummo Gummo no Mi. So that literally just throws the Luffy idea out the window. Unless... See, but Shanks telling Luffy that the name of it was the Gummo Gummo no Mi, would that override it? Or would Luffy not care? Somebody's lying, bro. I don't know who's lying. Somebody's lying. But you're right. It's right there on the page. Volume 40. It's right there on the page. You learn the name of the fruit when you gain the power. But it's a gamble to what kind of power you gain. And some of you guys are saying Luffy wouldn't care, and Luffy's kind of dumb, so I would believe it if they end up using that. Oh! Wow, of course. How did we not even talk about this guy being a possibility? Law! Trafalgar D. Water Law is there. With the immortality surgery. Law is there. He's fighting Big Mom. Law's Devil Fruit just awakened. Cypher Pole is watching. Law has been known to lie and hide things. He hid that his name was Trafalgar D. Water Law for all these years. It could be Law. It could be. Because if they hide the power, because obviously that would be something the world government wants too. The idea that you could give somebody immortality and do the immortality surgery, or even the other powers of the Op fruit. You know, it might be Law. I'm thinking about it, it really might be Law. Law would make a lot of sense because Law's Devil Fruit, much like Luffy's with the stuff with Who's Who, also had a history being in the hands of the world government and the Marines. Think back to Drake's father. When Corazon and Law got the devil fruit in the South Blue, and Doflamingo came to the island and killed Corazon. Think back to that. It was in the... See, because, wait a minute. Corazon knew the fruit was the Op-Op fruit. He knew that was the name of the fruit. But he could have been given intel from the government saying they changed the name of the fruit. I think it might be Law as well. It might be Law. I suggested Law 30 minutes ago. Well, shout out to you, Luffy, but we were going through a whole bunch of other stuff. Law does kind of make sense. I also really like the idea of Robin's fruit being the one that's been renamed and somehow she awakened it when she used Demonio. I think Robin and Law are definitely candidates. I'm still not writing out Luffy after that whole expansion fruit idea. I really like that idea too. I'm not going to write Luffy off. I like that a lot. I'm going to personally say, though, I don't think it's Kaido's fruit. I'm going to personally say I don't think it's Zunisha because of all the reasons we went over. And you know what? Like, as much as I think it would be cool if it was Luffy's, I don't necessarily think it's Luffy's as much anymore after what we read in Volume 40. The Tama idea was interesting, but I think it's a little bit of a stretch, no pun intended. Let's see. I have other questions I got to get to, so hold on. Let me read some other things. Maybe other things will come up as I'm reading these other donations. Junel said +1 for Luffy's fruit. Maybe Luffy's fruit's based on the Wisdom King. Someone that ties up Who's Who, the Sun God reference. Hyogro's garden deity. Okay. Daniel Reyes said, it seems the guy is actually talking about Onigashima. Zunisha's coming up behind the ships if you look at how the ships are positioned. Huh? Wait. Let me bring this down here for a second. No, but he's looking out the crow's nest. The ships are positioned backwards, but he's looking out the crow's nest towards Zunisha. Because he said there's a huge shadow. What is that, an island? So he obviously sees the shadow. Hopefully that clarifies things for you. Thinking he was looking in the other direction. Rob just brought up what I just brought up too. What about Robin? The Gorosei Water, she's secretive, grows limbs, now it's a devil ability, and her fruit is the flower fruit? Just a thought. Otherwise, I am on board with Luffy's. Yep. Because they do really want Robin really badly. And I always assumed it was called the flower fruit because she can sprout things. She could sprout limbs and things like that. But it could be something else. I'm cool with that idea. But I don't know what the fruit would be called, and I guess that's just a wait and see kind of situation. Andrew said, what if the Gum Gum fruit was called the transformation fruit? I don't think it would be called transformation fruit. He's not got a ditto fruit. I think expansion, if the Gum Gum no Mi was called anything else, I think expansion, I could see that. Transformation, not so much. Paz says, I think it might be possible that Luffy's awakened devil fruit is actually an ancient devil fruit that gives the user 3 powers. Rubber, fire, and the third would be a zone power. Fire? Well, I'm going to disagree with that one, Chief. I don't think it gives him fire powers. Because the whole, like, his fire comes from burning rubber. So I don't think that's the case. I see where your thought process was, but I don't think that's the case. Who says he thinks the fruit's Roger's egg? Carlos says Kaido thought he could change the world. He partially inherited Joy Boy's spirit via the devil fruit. What if Kaido and Momo mention their devil fruit names and they're different, with Momo's devil fruit name being world government's concern? I still feel like, but Momo's fruit was an experiment from the world government. So they would obviously know the name. I don't know. That one, the Momo one doesn't sit with me. Pirate King is saying he thinks Momo's the one who called Zunisha since he was able to talk to them and Luffy wasn't. Could be. Mufasa says the chapter where CP9 eats the fruit is stated to be the bearer of the fruit that learns its name when they eat it. Oh, going to what we were talking about. Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of behind on these then. Hold on. Hand Refraction said, something popped into my head just now. Do you think that maybe the Gorosei asked Shanks to get the Gum Gum fruit from Who's Who as insurance just in case? Like Shanks was working with Who's Who? I don't think so. Shanks obviously stole it. So I don't think that's the case. Maybe, I don't know though. I don't know. What do you think about it being Kaido's fruit, since we're told it's a mythical fish fruit? This is from Cameron. I think Kaido's is the one I'm going to write off. I don't think it's Kaido's. But I could be totally wrong next chapter. We'll see. Meanwhile, Just Here to Chill donated and said, I think it's Kaido's because of the God Valley incident. We still don't know the name. We know it as the mythical fish fruit, but we do need the model. And Aaron said, what if Luffy's Devil Fruit Awakening can distort time? Bro, no. Let's not even get into that. No. No, I'm not even going to read the rest of that one. I know you gave a little winky face, Aaron, but no. I do not want Luffy stretching time. That would be wild. No. Appreciate you, Aaron. Thank you for the super chat. That is a big absolutely not. Do not make it the stretch of time fruit. No way. No. Jojo said, don't you know the name of the fruit the moment you eat it? All right, so a lot of people are talking about what we just brought up then. I think they're talking about Tama and that our awakening can actually control people. And that Tama actually knows the name of a fruit. Okay. And Gabby says, is it just me imagining things, or is Luffy only saying the name of his devil fruit before his attacks? Maybe there is something there. Oh, because he always says Gumu Gumu no, like Jet Pistol? Let me read that again real quick. Is it me imagining things, or Luffy only says the name of his devil fruit before he attacks? Maybe there's something there. What, Gabby, what do you mean? Maybe there's something there. He's the only one that says his devil fruit's name. So you're saying Luffy, from the moment he ate the fruit, knew the true name of his devil fruit and thinks it's important to hide it by saying Gumu Gumu no? He is the only one that says it. Huh. I remember, because Boa does it. Boa goes mellow mellow, and so does Bartolomeo. Bartolomeo's got the Bari Bari no Mi. He always says barrier. I think there are other people that say their devil fruit names. Luffy's not the only one. Luffy's not the only one. Alpha Fati says, do you think the Gorosei had the immortality surgery done on them while the fruit had its original name changed to hide it? I mean, sure. That very well could have happened. That very well could have happened. We could have seen... Well, I don't know. I'm not writing off the immortality surgery thing, because the Gorosei have obviously been alive for a long time. But so has Imu. Part of me still thinks Imu had the immortality surgery done on them. And that Imu has been alive for centuries. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Pirate King clarified that Momo was able to talk to Zunisha. Luffy wasn't. Satwick super chatted and said, it's been a year since I had the chance to watch your videos. I took a break from work to watch all of them now. Oh, well, thank you, Satwick. Welcome back, Nakama. Thank you. Gigantification may be possible. Just remember the giant straw hat. Knowing Oda, it probably will be something else, though. Yeah. James Gillian said, immortality or mass expansion? Which one would the government want more? Probably immortality would be my guess. Thank you, by the way, to Hungry Headless Healer for becoming a member. Thank you very much, Nakama. Appreciate that. Dark Steel saying, how's it going? The chapter was really good, and I am interested to see where Oda goes next with the story. Keep up the great work, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Shout out to all the viewers in here right now, too. Man, we haven't even dipped once. We have had a solid 3,000 the entire stream. This is awesome. Thank you, everybody. Hand Refraction said, I meant that Shanks is working with the Gorosei. and that they wanted him to get it from Who's Who to make sure it gets to them safely. Oh, interesting. So your argument was that Shanks was set up by the Gorosei to steal the Gomu Gomu no Mi back from the government to get back into the hands of the... So wait, something still doesn't connect there. Because the Gorosei is the world government. Unless you mean it was in the hands of the Marines and the government actually wanted to have it and not the Marines to have it. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you, by the way, to Chaos Lurlin for upping his membership as well. Nakam. Thank you to all of you who have become members during the stream. I greatly appreciate it. By the way, members, you still have another, I think it's like 2 hours to enter the members only giveaway that is on the community tab. If you are a member, you can go right in the community tab, your choice from your favorite video of mine last year, and one lucky winner is going to get a special prize package from me. And it's, by the way, a worldwide giveaway. I'm shipping this anywhere in the world, so thank you very much. Thank you, by the way, to Aditya for becoming a member as well. Thank you very much, Nakama. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Mugiwara said, Whitebeard and Blackbeard have never said their fruits' names when they attack, whereas other fruit eaters have said their fruits' names, so maybe it's Blackbeard. Good idea. Hey, Giselle says, if it really were Law's fruit, don't you think Doflamingo would have known and hinted at it? Or does he also have no idea? Well, you know what? That could go back to what Doflamingo was talking about how he knows the truth. And we always assumed that Doflamingo was talking about the empty throne, that he was aware of the throne war and the empty throne. Maybe he was aware of Law's fruit. Maybe that's why he was so adamant on getting it. Maybe. Maybe. RPG Genius became a member and said, I'm +1 to it actually being Tama. The last page makes it seem like the fruit was the one the government was not aware of. She just seems too young, though. The Tama one's interesting. I'm not writing off the Tama one completely. It's interesting, but that would be very bizarre to me if Tama, of all the characters in Wano, ends up being the one most important to the government. But I won't write it off, because I could see that being a weird Oda twist that we would never see coming. That somehow, some way, Tama's fruit is the key to everything. Going back to Poof's meme, that Tama's going to be the one to beat Kaido. He's going to tame Kaido. I don't know. We'll see. Shout out to Das Poof. Grim Reaper donated and said, Kids Awakening can give things a magnetic charge or change them or charge them. It's just like the islands in the Grand Line. Maybe he is the one that they're talking about. He is in Wano, and he is fighting Big Mom right now with Law. That Kids Awakening can give a magnetic charge or change its charge, just like the islands in the Grand Line. Interesting take. It's an interesting take. Not writing it off. Ahmad said the government, in the conversation it says the government gave the fruit another name, which means they can call it by another name, like a nickname for it. Well, I mean, that goes back to what we were talking about, that either the fruit was renamed or they can call something Uranus. I really don't know. We've been talking about this for an hour. I'm still not sure what exactly it is they're talking about. I think we have a lot of ideas that have been thrown out. Luffy, Tama. I think we wrote off Zunisha's. I still don't think it's Kaido's. I think Kaido and Zunisha are out of the conversation. I think Luffy, Blackbeard, Tama, and Law, and Robin are the 5 big ones I'm thinking about right now. Those are the 5 big ones I'm thinking about. All for different reasons. But I do think Zunisha showing up is a red herring. And I think Oda wants you to think about Zunisha. I don't think it's Zunisha. Though I love the idea that the previous user of the Gomu Gomu no Mi could have inflated Zunisha using his awakening and turned Zunisha giant. I do like that idea. And stretched out Zunisha's legs. I actually like that idea a lot. And I do think the wild card is Toki, too. I think the wild card is Toki's Devil Fruit. Being able to, go forward in time. With the Toki no Mi. I don't know. Excellent chapter overall, though. This is a really good one. I think we have exhausted the conversation. My voice is shot. So I think let's cut it here. At 1 hour and 4 minutes. We went a long time today. Holy mackerel. Over an hour. Wait, real quick. We got 2 more donations. I want to read these out because people donated, and I want to say thank you. I always appreciate your donations. Thank you very much. I also want to say right now, I greatly appreciate all of your memberships. I greatly appreciate all you guys. If you want to become a member, you get access to the emotes on the YouTube channel. You get access to my full backlog of members-only playthroughs and watch-throughs. That includes the full VODs of the Naruto watch-throughs. That includes the full playthrough of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Age of Calamity. Those are all available for the members. Hours and hours and hours of content. And in addition to that, members also get a special Discord role on the Discord server. So if you ever wanted to become a member, you could start at $1.99 for the Emote Boys tier and get access to the Discord, get access to the playthroughs, and get access to using the emotes in the live chats. So whoa, we got a bunch of donations. Hold on. Whoa. Abdullah came through with a massive donation. I don't know what that is, $369? Saying, I've been a fan for years. Yo, Abdullah. I think Shanks is talking about Rox. That Rox is still alive and potentially is related to Shanks, maybe Shanks' father. Anyway, though, I think the devil fruit is the dragon fruit, which could end up being Uranus. I mean, see, but wouldn't the only thing against Kaido, by the way, thank you for that massive donation. My poor voice. The only thing about Kaido and it being his devil fruit is, wouldn't the world government already be aware of the fact that Kaido is awakened? And that Kaido can go hybrid form and all this other stuff? Wouldn't they already be aware of that? Like, I get the idea that they maybe renamed Kaido's fruit and then tried replicating Kaido's fruit with Momo because they knew Kaido's fruit was so important. And that maybe it is truly a dragon fruit and not just like a fish no me model or whatever, but it is actually something else. And that was truly Uranus. I do like that idea. It does sort of seem like to me, though, with the why would the world government bother to give that one specific devil fruit another name? It could be something as important as Uranus. Oh, no, Abdullah. Wait a minute. Abdullah is in the chat right now saying, I was not referring to Kaido's dragon fruit. I was referring to Luffy's father's dragon. So dragon, Monkey D. Dragon's fruit, which he believes to be Uranus. But dragon isn't there in Wano right now. Bro, this is going to end up being a 2-hour stream. I got to cut this short. There's so much going on here. We're going in all these different directions. Wait a minute. Thank you, Roger. Love from Iran. Hey, thank you very much, Sapanta. Appreciate that. Rommel says Shanks is lying. And Brent says Luffy addresses it specifically as Gumbo Gumbo no Mi. Kids tend to take what adults say as the truth, i.e. Shanks telling him. And GUCK just said, great reaction, Roger. Have you checked the SBS at the end of 439? Oda did discuss how Shanks knew it was the Gumbo Gumbo fruit. That I was actually aware of. Indie Glow says, remember the pictures Emu was holding as well. Luffy and Blackbeard may be even more important than we think, besides just being Joy Boy. And Victor Lopez says, I think Zunisha was all this time outside of Wano. Inu and Momo stayed there. And Hungry Headless Healer Howard, who just became a member, said it could be a stretch or bounce fruit for Luffy to enhance or stretch or bounce back the abilities of others through willpower and awaken with Haki. Bro, man, there's so much going on. There's so much going on with this chapter. But it's a hype chapter nonetheless. Phenomenal chapter. Please stop donating. Please stop donating. Please. Peace and love. Stop donating. We gotta end the stream. This one was so good, though. This was so good. I highly advise you to watch the whole stream. Tons of theories were thrown out. You guys had some amazing ideas. Hopefully, I added some to this conversation. I know scans were out for a couple days, but hopefully you learned something from today's stream. If you did, please let us know in the comments down below. Of course, leave a like on the stream. I greatly appreciate it. Helps us out in the algorithm. I know sometimes people are like, oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. I'm already subscribed. That's how I'm watching your video. If you're, just check, just double check. You might not be subscribed. So double check. click the subscribe button, click the like button. Of course, we'll be back in 2 weeks with another One Piece live reaction. Unfortunately, we're on break, but I will have something for next Sunday. I'll have something for next Sunday. I don't know what it'll be, but I'll have something next Sunday. Maybe we'll do an anime reaction. Maybe we'll do something, but we'll have some type of One Piece thing next Sunday as well. So look forward to that. Fantastic, phenomenal stream today, though. Wow. Tons of really great ideas. I cannot wait to read your thoughts in the comments down below. A little bit later today, by the way, I will be doing my live reaction to the new Attack on Titan episode on twitch.tv/RogersBase. And reminder, this is very important. There's still 2.5 thousand of you that are in the chat right now. This is very important. I know many of you are not subscribed, I should say following the Twitch channel. Go follow my Twitch channel. We are doing a lot of anime reactions on the Twitch channel. If you're not watching Twitch, you're missing out on Ranking of Kings, Attack on Titan, JoJo, One Piece, all this greatness. So go follow the Twitch channel, and then even if you don't want to follow the Twitch channel or you don't watch on Twitch, go follow the Twitch channel so we can get to 65K so we can watch Avatar. But then, even if you don't want to watch on Twitch, you can watch all the things on my Twitch channel on my VOD channel, RogersBase VODs. It's linked on my channel page. It's linked, I think, in the description as well. I'm doing Final Fantasy XIV streams, anime streams. We've been doing tons of content on that second channel recently. I know a lot of you don't know about it yet, so I wanted to clarify at the end of today's video. Go subscribe to the VOD channel for all of those other reactions, because obviously, I don't want to flood my main channel with videos this year. I don't want to flood my main channel with all these things that maybe some people might not want, you know? Obviously, I'm always doing my One Piece streams on Sunday. I'm always doing my Nintendo videos. But things outside of that, I'm doing on the Twitch channel. So make sure you're following the Twitch channel, follow the RogersBase VOD channel, do what you got to do. I have a lot of really fun things coming. I got a collab coming. I have multiple collabs coming up. Multiple collabs coming up in the next month. Pokemon's coming out. Pokemon Legends Arceus is coming out too. Man, oh man, oh man. All right. We're ending the stream here. Thank you, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Go follow the VOD channel. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Wow. Thank you once again, everybody, for coming through. And to Alpha saying we'll never stop donating. Thank you guys very much. Phenomenal stream today. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.